Welcome to Ninja Gaiden Cup, the Gaiden Cup. I'm Retrophile TV. Today is the day that tonight is the night. It is finally here, friends, and I'm joined in the booth with the one, the only.
Ooh, yeah. This is the Macho Mega Man live from the Gold World Order Control Center deep in the video game cabin, here to give you a completely unbiased recap of the preeminent speedrunning event in Ninja Gaiden, the Gaiden Cup. That's right, Team Gold versus Team Purple. 13 races over 6.5 hours of streaming. All right here and condensed for you to see the highlights of, all set to soothing sounds of the Macho Mega Man. Ooh, yeah. Now you might be asking yourself, Macho Mega Man, why are we and why are you sitting here recapping the 6.5 hour long event for us? What did we do to deserve this? And the answer is, you don't deserve this, but the Macho Mega Man is currently lacking in the employment department after some misunderstandings and unpleasantness that my lawyers have advised me not to discuss. So Macho's got time to turn the entertainment buffet that was the Gaiden Cup into nice little digestible bites for you. Yeah, that's scrumptious. Along the way, Macho's gonna give out some extra awards too, for superstar performances during the event. Ooh, yeah. Now, if you appreciate what the Macho Mega Man is doing for you here, be sure to like and subscribe, or else Macho will have to find a full-time job in soul-crushing corporate America. You know, since being the best Mega Man 2 speedrunner doesn't really pay the bills. Now let's get on to the recap. Ooh, yeah. We start off with the Dead Guy versus Retro Dad Rocks. And what a way to start the show, since this is one of the most heated blood feuds of the event. Oh yeah. If you remember previously, the Dead Guy promised to beat Retro Dad Rocks so bad, it would make an orphan of Retro Dad's child. And Retro Dad responded with the timeless tactic of giving him the silent treatment. Very bad blood indeed. Oh yeah. Now, Retro Dad took an early death at 2-2, giving the Dead Guy the lead all the way up until an untimely death in 6-3, and then a bad run at one of the end bosses named Jack. Well, Dead Guy was looking like his run was dead, having to go all the way back to the start of 6-1. Oh no, that's bad. But at that very moment, oh yeah, Dead Guy said he heard Eye of the Tiger from Rocky playing in his head over and over again, and he said it renewed his unquenchable bloodthirst for the Retro Dad. Now, Dad was already on the final boss, the Demon, as Dead Guy was charging through stage 6-3. However, the pressure of being the sole provider for the Retro Kid on a Twitch streamer salary making tens of dollars a month was just too much for Retro Dad, and he was killed by the Demon. The Dead Guy then dispatched the Demon, killing Retro Dad metaphorically, and we can only assume literally killed him as well, since Retro Dad was never heard from again, and a Retro Orphan GoFundMe was started after the event. Ooh yeah, it takes a community. That's gonna start the event off right with Team Gold going up 1-0. And it's also going to earn the Dead Guy the first individual performance award with the Involuntary Manslaughter of the Night award. Congratulations, Dead Guy. Heart Prestige from Gold and Vigo the Carpathian from Purple were up next. And I gotta tell you, it was a close one all the way up until 5-1. Oh yeah, when HP decided his life's mission of eradicating birds and bats was done, and he had nothing left to live for, so he jumped into a pit. Now, Vigo stayed ahead from that point forward and even put down some highlight reel-worthy moves as he juked his way through 6-2 without bothering to use the spin slash. Now, that's the kind of swagger you'd expect to see from Team Gold. Well, HP dies again and Vigo is able to coast to the win. You know, after seeing Vigo's highlight reel performance and his gamesmanship with his Celine Dion endorsements and video production, the Macho Mega Man wants to welcome Vigo to Team Gold, where he rightly belongs. So the real score is 2-0, but to avoid any confusion, we'll keep it at a tie 1-1. Now to break the tie, we've got Donnie from Team Gold taking on Drupacious from Team Purple. Now Donnie is playing at a disadvantage, as you can see here, as a screen on the left with all the banding, the signal interference, and horrible resolution. The Macho Mega Man can only conclude that Donnie is streaming from the mountains of some former Soviet republic, like Kazakhstan. And we're seeing his feed delayed on some Cold War-era Soviet satellite relay. He has illegally acquired time on to take part in this event. Ooh, that's dedication. Ooh, yeah. Really thought Team Gold had the cream of the crop streaming technology, but this ain't it, my guy. Now, despite putting himself at a disadvantage, Donnie was able to keep things relatively close and stay in position to win after Drupacious jobbed out to Jack. This is going to be a common theme in this event, okay? Someone would get a little bit behind, but they'd always be in the race, because as a friend of the cabin, Ascension Telomere always says, it's a good thing nothing bad happens at the final bosses. Ooh, yeah, that's what he's always saying. Speaking of final bosses, Donnie makes it into Jack, and like his namesake Donatello from the 80s hit TV series Middle-Aged Mutated Ninja Tortoises, he plays it brainy and safe. But it is the turtle strategy, so it's a little bit slow, and it gives Drupacious a chance to come back. Now they both fight the demon at the same time, and this incredible race is over with a Donnie victory. Ooh yeah, Team Gold, let's go. What an exciting race this was. If Macho Mega Man may be so bold, this is likely the start of the greatest rivalry in Ninja Gaiden history. Even better than Arcus versus the Retro Runner, Ragu versus Birds, VGC versus Sobriety, and every Ninja Gaiden runner ever versus their own fragile mental health. Ooh yeah. This performance is going to earn both of them the vaunted Rivalry of the Night award. Wait a minute. Let's turn up the commentators, because the greatest crime against humanity is about to take place.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The work has been completed in the background, and here are the results.
Okay, they're going to a frame count, but my guy Donnie still got this as Macho saw him kill the demon first with his own two God-given eyes.
Donatello, final time, frame counted to 17 minutes, 31 seconds, .233. Drupacious time, 17 minutes, 30 seconds, .487, a .8 second difference. Becky taking the win for Team Purple. 2 unanswered points now, going up 2-1 versus Team Gold on that one, pulling that one out.
Ooh, no, what the hell is this anti-gold bias? This is the first of many slights against gold during this event. Let's go back into the Macho film rewinding time machine and break this down ourselves. I'm not relying on any judge, oh no. Through the power of Adobe Premiere and common sense, Macho is going to overlay the official timer from the Gaiden Cup stream itself and solve this mystery. Okay, now it's hard to tell because of the Soviet satellite feed, but it looks like Drupacious had about a 10-second head start to the race before the timer even kicked off. So we should see her kill the demon at least 10 seconds ahead of Donnie, right? Uh-huh. Well, it seems like Donnie killed it first. Macho Mega Man doesn't know who the judges were on this, but if he ever comes across them, he's gonna snap them in half with the satisfying crunch of a Slim Jim. Ooh yeah, snap into it. This overturning of Donnie's victory was a sham. This was the biggest sham and the biggest scam perpetrated on the masses since all of those crypto bros convinced everyone that Bitcoin was anything more than a speculative investment or possibly even a Ponzi scheme. Big financial scam in Macho's eyes. It's real sad. And with that, let's send it over to this video sponsor. Ooh, yeah. Do you feel like time is ticking on your financial security and your future is unclear? Have you turned to the devil's libations to numb the pain of financial uncertainty? Are you stressed and in a daze over your financial situation? Do you find your lack of funds and security causing turmoil in your relationships? Does your retirement plan include hoping the parents who don't love you and haven't remembered your birthday in years will suddenly have a change of heart and put you back in their will? Is your idea of investing in financial instruments buying $2 scratch-off lotto tickets when you go to the gas station for a pack of smokes? Do you feel like life and your finances are a coin flip and your financial outlook is blurry? If you answered yes to any of these questions, don't worry, because your path to a clear financial picture and riches is here in the form of Macho Coin. That's right, Macho Coin is the hottest new investment vehicle taking the world by storm. Ooh yeah, better run out and get it now before it sells out. Now, it's not a real physical coin. What you're seeing is just an awesome representation of a coin that only exists on the interwebs or some shit. Macho doesn't understand that stuff. But what Macho does understand is that if you shift your investment portfolio 100% into Macho Coin, you're guaranteed a minimum 1 billion% return in wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Ooh, yeah. What are you waiting for? Run out right now and tell your financial planner to put it all in Macho Coin, and you can thank the Macho Mega Man later. As an additional incentive, Macho Mega Man guarantees that none of the proceeds, and I'm talking about 0% of the proceeds of the coin, will benefit the Retro Orphans GoFundMe. Act now or forever live with the fear of missing out on Macho Coin.
Macho Mega Man is not a certified financial planner. Any statements or guarantees made in the preceding advertisement are not legally binding. Macho Coin is not FDIC insured or regulated by any government body, foreign or domestic. If after viewing this ad you have an erection that lasts longer than 3 hours, please consult your physician.
Team Purple is now winning 2-1 after the crime of the century. But we had a super close race between Blackwood Recordings and Pear Gamer, with them essentially tied up through stage 6-1. Unfortunately, BWR was so sickened by what happened to Donnie, he figured it wasn't even worth trying anymore, because he knew the judges would screw him. So he committed suicide on 6-1 to ultimately give it to Pear Gamer. That being said, congrats to Pear Gamer for running a clean race and logging a personal best run time during the Gaiden Cup to send Team Purple up 3-1. Macho can't believe what he's seeing, and he hasn't even started drinking and popping somas today. Now with Team Gold down, we get to see another piece of anti-gold bias from the race organizers. Ooh, it's starting to be a trend. Thumbro starts his race on time because, he's a member of Team Gold and he paid attention to the time-telling unit in elementary school. Unfortunately, AK Potatoes missed the start. Since Thumbros was so locked in and focused on doing the job that was asked of him, he got an entire run complete. Most likely he set a world record, but we'll never know. And he did that before the race organizer said, nope, it doesn't count, we gotta give Potatoes a chance. Ooh yeah, just like that famous John Lennon song, Give Potatoes a Chance. In Macho Mega Man's professional opinion, Potatoes should have been DQ'd and Gold given the win. Hardly seemed fair to Thumbros to have him run it twice. But who cares? Because eventually they restarted the race, and long story short, Thumbros dominated. So congratulations to him for that, and earning the 2 wins, 1 Night of the Night award. Ooh, gotta work on those award names. With the score now 2-3, Gustavo Shrapnel, a.k.a. Golden Gus, looks to tie it up for Team Gold, and he looks to do it in style. You can see where he uses what we high-end Ninja Gaiden runners like the Macho Mega Man call the Shag Star. It's a highly technical move that gets its name because when it's pulled off, you're guaranteed a shag. Ooh yeah, viewers can't resist those skills. But those skills only keep them mirrored through 2-2. until Golden Gus dies to rabies after underestimating this bat. Now, how big of a deal is this death, though? Let's send it over to the original announcers to find out.
He had to like reposition on the bat boost. They were trying for the good bat boost, but unfortunately did not get the full extent there. Beard able to leapfrog, not the most costly death you can have. You do get your Nimpo halved in that moment.
Okay, so it's not the most costly death, but you do get your Ninpo halved. Now, Macho Mega Man doesn't know what Ninpo is, nor what happens when it's halved, but it's obvious this is a hurdle for Gus to overcome. Unfortunately, there's going to be more hurdles, though, because Gus takes another death on 4-1. That looks like it's gonna be it until Beard Strength takes a death on 4-2. And from there on out, oh yeah, Golden Gus puts on a clinic. And he gets the W for Team Gold to tie it all up 3 apiece. Here we go, it's a race. Here to break the tie and put Gold in the lead for the first time, oh yeah, since the original race, is my guy, the Video Game Cabin. VGC is gonna win this just like he won the last Ninja Gaiden tournament, and he's gonna keep his undefeated race record alive, yeah. This Saxo Foley guy doesn't stand a chance. At least that's what Macho Mega Man thought until he saw the game itself get in on the anti-gold bias and deliver a lazy Tyson to VGC, not allowing for the cleaner, faster boost on stage 1-1. This, coupled with a tough bridge on 4-2 for the VGC, allowed Axel to maintain his lead for a while, as he was running a very clean race. However, Axel made a mistake and died on 5-1, allowing VGC to jump into the lead. The cabin would keep this lead until an errant ripple in the space-time continuum caused him to die on 6-2. This was very unfortunate, but we all knew he'd bounce back. However, we couldn't see the comeback from behind victory as VGC streamed through an ad during the race.
And it looks like an ad break, unfortunately, on VGC side at the poor time, but right after the death that we saw here. So we're gonna all eyes on Axel trying to push through at this point. So we're gonna focus on him getting hung up here with the Gremlin taking some hits, but it has 10 Ninpo going into Hell Hallway.
Yeah, and I can actually offer a little bit of VGC as I'm watching him directly.
Now, Macho knows what you're thinking. What a bad time for an ad. But the Video Game Cabin's mortgage doesn't pay itself. Oh, no, it doesn't. And in another weird timing coincidence, just as they both fought the final bosses, Russian hackers, hot on the trail of Donnie's illegal Soviet satellite feed, tracked down this broadcast and knocked out the signal. So we have no idea who won that race. But Macho thinks it's safe to assume that the Video Game Cabin kept his undefeated race streak alive. Ooh, yeah. Now that's as good a place as any to stop, given we're just over halfway through the event. Yeah, Macho knows it might be controversial to stretch this recap into 2 parts, but there's only so many miracles that the Macho Mega Man can perform when working with an almost 7-hour event to recap. So if you want to see who ends up taking the Gaiden Cup home, Team Gold or Team Purple, you'll have to watch the next recap video. Or you can go watch the full 6.5-hour event yourself that's linked below. But what kind of loser would have the time for that? Ooh, that was an unintended self-burn on the Macho Mega Man. That cuts real deep.